Welcome back to another episode of the Daniel and Daniel Show. We are here talking today about personal branding versus your company brand, and as an entrepreneur, how you can either balance both, have one, hide one. What should you actually do? So Daniel Lewis at T by Daniel, the username. Daniel has a number of personas, and why don't we talk about that?
Sounds good. I love this topic. So when it comes to personal branding, we're talking about sometimes it's the entrepreneur or people or a person putting themselves out there.
Right.
You're really getting your own identity, your own characteristics, own personality, using it as a tool for your business. So T by Daniel,
Yes.
for instance, is my handle on Instagram and Twitter. And it's really just my day-to-day life. I'm branding myself. When people think about the company T by Daniel,
Right.
they think about me, the face,
The bow tie.
you know, wooden, check it out. So it's really me stepping forward and representing the company.
Right.
Now, I also noticed that, you know, although it's a great entertainment aspect and there's a lot of content that comes from T by Daniel, where are my products and my services and all of that?
Right.
Because some people want tea. That's what I sell.
They want to go straight for the tea. How do they get the actual product?
So we had to brand the company. So we created another handle, Shop T by Daniel. So this is, I don't even think you'll see my face on that Instagram handle. It's all about products, it's all about services and what's going on with our customers and inside of the company. It's really important in business to choose. Do you want to brand you? Do you want to be that Quaker Oats guy with the curly hair or the Aunt Jemima? Or do you want to brand the company,
Right.
which is just using the products and services and the identity of the company?
And it might not even be an either or, because it might be that you have multiple brands, right?
That's
so
true.
if you have different initiatives, different campaigns, different products that you sell, different sub brands,
Right.
you know, you can't put all your eggs in one basket when it comes to one. We're talking in terms of social media,
Yes.
but it applies the same way as a website, right? You know, you're not going to have tbydaniel.com/motorcycles if you decide to
Exactly.
one day launch
Yeah.
accessories for motorcycles, right?
When you diversify,
Right.
Exactly.
So it's, you know, it's websites, it's logos, it's your color scheme, it's all that. There should be some complementary things if they are used together. That's important.
Right.
But if they're separate brands, they are reaching separate audiences, and we both know from doing a lot of branding work
Yes.
that, you know, target markets are important. They have different color schemes, different fonts that appeal to them, and so it doesn't make sense to put it all under one brand most of the time.
That's very
right?
important, actually, that your customers, as you start to build different networks, different groups, different customer bases, there's a different way that they like to be sold to,
Right.
informed,
Right.
and updated. And not everybody likes this one way. So
Yep.
it's important to know your own base and decide how you're going to brand your company or yourself based on what your audience is looking for.
Right, and sometimes you can integrate your personal brand with your business brand. For example, if you have different employees or team members, you are one of those team members. So if
Yes.
you're going to be writing a blog, let's say there's a tbydaniel.com blog, and Daniel Lewis is writing, it can be identified as Daniel Lewis is writing this blog post,
Exactly.
versus the company has
T by
posted this
Daniel,
information,
exactly.
or versus one of the team members, right? So there's that overlap. Same thing with Now Creative Group. When we're doing a blog post, it comes from the company because anyone on our team could have written that blog post.
Exactly.
But if it's me that's writing it, I'm going to be able to actually use my personality or my experiences and say Daniel or me, as opposed to just us or Now Creative, the company, right? So they can definitely intersect for sure.
100%.
One of the most important things, though, is to make sure that, you know, people will find your multiple brands
Yes,
and identities.
they will identify.
So make sure that they are relatively consistent and in line with each other. You don't want to have things that totally conflict. You know, someday if your company becomes large and sells, you know, you do want to have the ability to have a separate brand.
Like Ruth's Steakhouse. That's what happened with them. It was Ruth's Steakhouse. It was Chris Steakhouse. Ruth bought it. So now it's Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. So it's really important to know how you want to brand yourself. Maybe for future, when you get acquired or something like that, it could change.
Acquired, adding a partner, right?
Right.
So there's different aspects as to have it, but again, still maintain your personal brand. So Daniel has a separate website for his own speaking, his personal branding, his own thoughts that are not part of the tea company or his marketing company. Same with me. So for Now Creative Group, we have that website, that brand, that social media. My personal brand, I have my own blog. So I blog usually on Medium, which is a platform. I also have my own website. Everyone should have their own name.com or .ca. Recommendation, side note, make sure you buy your domain now before I do.
We're taking it.
Yeah, we'll take it. So it is important to have that personal brand just because you are more than that one business, right?
Yes.
There's other things, other personalities. And again, proceed with caution. Don't be very conflicted and throw people off, because really, when people look into you, they Google you, they'll find everything, and you want it to be in line, because often buyers will make decisions based on what they Google. With social media, again, you got to keep that balance. Check out at T by Daniel, at T by Daniel Shop, or Shop T by Daniel. We'll put the usernames in the description, and also Daniel's personal speaking account as well. For us,
DanielSpeaks.ca.
DanielSpeaks.ca.
You got it.
For Now Creative, it's at Now Creates, and then my name at Daniel Francavilla. Obviously, we also have sub brands. We have at Now Common, which is our space, our community, and we even have a startup success brand, which is specifically for startups. And
a lot of homework to do.
You got a lot of stuff to visit, but we want to give you that example, right? Of, we don't expect you to start 5 brands right now, but we're trying to give you that recommendation as to how to maybe keep them separate and keep them together. So for more from this Daniel
and that Daniel,
visit danielshow.co, which is our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on social media at Daniel Show Co. We are on Instagram and Twitter.
Subscribe!
I'm Daniel.
And I'm Daniel.
We want you guys to join us at danielshow.co.
Business tips, entrepreneurship advice. We're going to make things simple for you. We're going to break it down.
Watch our videos and don't forget to subscribe. We want you guys to join us.